What's going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. Sometimes you just got to get an L. Can't win them all, Laker fans. Cannot get them all. I appreciate you guys being a part of the show. I'm going to give it a quick second for some people to come in and we could take it from there. All right, Lakers lose. Final score tonight 121 to 106. Not a complete shocker. I got to be honest with you. I don't think I was overly shocked that the Lakers did not win this game tonight. So I don't think the world's going to end, but we're going to spend some time talking about it. Um, Talk about the actual game. Talk about this kind of back and forth going on between the gamesmanship of the Golden State Warriors complaining that the Lakers flop a lot, and then now the free throws came down for the Lakers. Spend a little time on that. Talk about Anthony Davis. The drama around this AD thing. What was going on here today? Jesus. The reporters were everywhere here. I thought there's a wheelchair. I don't know what was going on. Like, all right, well, see what happens. We'll get into all that as well. I appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Let me read off a couple of these comments here real quick. Lakers versus the refs. Lakers in 6. Thought we lose tonight. Not worried. They ain't those calls at our house. Refs are horrible. A lot of refereeing. A lot of people upset at the referees. A lot of people mad at the refs. I will tell you this. If you complain about the refs on my channel, I will fine you. It's very similar to how the NBA does it. If the players complain to the referees, the NBA fines them. I will find you and I will fine you if you complain about the refs. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is what happens when you come off a loss. All right, let me get started here real quick. Oh my God, I feel sick. Talk about the game real quick. Um, let me get into the actual game, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So, look, Laker fans, I want you guys to understand something. All right, playing the Golden State Warriors. It is, even though I think the Lakers have a better team right now than the Warriors, the matchup is not good for the Warriors. Lakers play incredible defense. Even though I still like the Lakers to win this series, I don't really know what played out tonight that wasn't a shock to me. Just think about this. Warriors are down 3 games to 1. We've had 2 close games. Game 1 was close. Lakers ended up winning by 5 in Golden State. Game 4 was close. Lakers ended up winning that game by 3. And then 2 blowouts in between. Lakers up 3 games to 1. This is it for the Warriors. This could potentially be, the end of their dynasty. Nobody knows what's going to happen to their president, Bob Myers, president of basketball operations. He doesn't have a contract. Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole. There's a lot of questions. Draymond Green. Um, but they're still the Warriors. They're still the defending champions, and they will always believe that they still got a shot to win the series. Them going home down 3-1, beating the Lakers by 15 is not the surprise. What would have been the surprise is if the Lakers won this game and they closed it out in the Bay. That would have been the surprise for me. And a lot of the stats, there's certain key stats that I thought favored the Golden State Warriors. Let me give those a couple to you, okay? First off, free throws. The Golden State Warriors and the Lakers shot the same amount of free throws tonight. 14 out of 15 for the Warriors, 12 of 15 for the Lakers. We know how the Lakers play. They usually get a lot more free throws than the Golden State Warriors. That played to the advantage of the Warriors. Points in the paint. Lakers only had a 2-point advantage points in the paint, which means Warriors were going to the basket. They took 35 threes. Lakers took 27. They made 3 more threes than the Lakers. That's not crazy. Percentage-wise, both teams shot 37%. The difference in this game tonight was I didn't think the Warriors just settled for threes. I thought they were trying to get to the basket. They were trying to work Anthony Davis in screen and rolls, get him out up top, and then try to attack and get him out of the lane. Okay, with that in mind, if Steph Curry is balling and nobody else is, the Golden State Warriors are going to lose. If Steph Curry gives you 27 and 8, but you still get 20 from Draymond Green. Andrew Wiggins chipped in with 25. It's the best game that he's played. Gary Payton II and Jordan Poole both in double figures. Klay Thompson with 10 points. Poole, Klay Thompson shot their shot is struggling. I think Klay was 3 of 12. Jordan Poole was 5 of 14. So it's not that they were efficient. But Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins, by contributing what they did, kind of won them the game. I don't think that's anything anybody was expecting. And, that when Steph has real help, then they're the Golden State Warriors. When it's just Steph, they're not going to. They scored 98 points in game 3 and 101 points in game 4. Lakers play defense. So if you got more guys that are attacking, more guys that are contributing, then it's obviously going to make the game a lot tougher for the Lakers. So right out the gate, they took the same amount of free throws. They took less threes and went to the basket. You had the entire starting lineup scoring double figures plus Jordan Poole. The Lakers gave up a lot more points than they've given up these last 2 games. All those are a recipe to an L. And it's not like I still felt like the Lakers were kind of in it, right? Within 8 or 9 or 10 points, 11 points, whatever it was for most of the game. But it wasn't a shock to me that the Warriors won at home down 3-1 in the series. That was not a shock to me. That's the best way that I can put it. All right, let me read off some of these comments here. Draymond, a recipe to an L was getting in foul trouble early. Draymond cries and complains all game. He does. And that's not stopping. That certainly is not stopping. That ain't going away, Laker fans. It's not. Lakers in 6. An invite to Athens. Thank you very much, my friend. All right, let me see a couple of these comments. Can't wait till we eliminate them. We got a little time. Got a little time here. Got to wait till Friday. Let's see what else we got here. So let's see. David, there's no team in these playoffs that's had a harder road than us, and I think this is going to pay off in the end. Let's see. Phoenix had the Clippers. Clippers were injured. Denver had Minnesota and then Phoenix. Yeah, I think you could say that. The only thing is Memphis was beat up too. And Golden State was coming off a 7-game series, so that kind of helps a little bit. Like 6 times we got hit in the face and only 1 foul called, but no flagrants. I don't know what you want me to tell you, Laker fans. I don't know. I feel like in games, there's been games where the Lakers have taken 25 more free throws than the Golden State Warriors. I think this stuff kind of evens itself out. Now, Lakers are definitely more aggressors, and they're more likely to get to the free throw line. That part I 100% get. Let's see what else we got here. Bond will have the troops ready Friday night, guaranteed. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's do this. Let's talk about AD. Hoping Lakers finishing them off next game. Praying AD passes concussion protocols. Chris, I appreciate you calling, or I appreciate you with the chat here, and I appreciate the super chat earlier from Intel. Well, appreciate the super chat there. Okay, couple things. Couple things I want to mention here real quick on the Anthony Davis stuff real quick. Listen, AD took a shot to the head. It didn't look like anything crazy, but I'm not on the floor, and it kept Kevon Looney isn't hitting me in the head, so I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't really want to talk as much about the actual injury, I guess you can call it, but I do want to say the coverage of Anthony Davis and the hit to the head was like a reality TV show. What's going on there? Like AD's in a wheelchair. And then the next thing it was, something like Anthony Davis, you might get into concussion protocol. We all have no idea. Like everyone's just kind of jumping all over the place. I'm like, what is happening here? Can we just get the information when it comes out and stop with all the videos are trying to give video of him. Here's AD walking out, and then it's AD's okay. It seems like he's fine. It doesn't look like he has concussion. It was it's so dramatic. It's so dramatic. Um, I just thought that was I thought that was an interesting 15 minutes of the game is going on, AD checks out, AD goes to the locker room, all the like coverage behind the scenes. There's personnel from the Golden State Warriors waiting to get in to check it. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then when the dust settles, it looks like he's okay. He's fine. At least, Chris Haynes was saying that it doesn't look like he's going to have. It doesn't look like he's going to have to. He doesn't look like he had a concussion. That he's doing a lot better. Um, so, anyways, I just thought that was very, very dramatic. I did not see. I keep seeing people say something about Shaq. Um, I don't know what people are talking about because I didn't get to see any of the TNT stuff. So when I go home later, I will watch it. But if I miss something, then you guys can try to explain it to me here. This is what I see. I see Chuck and Shaq laughing over AD getting hurt. Shake my head. Shaq said laugh over AD getting hurt. Okay, I didn't see any of it, so I'm not sure. Um, I always sympathize with injuries because I don't know what somebody else is feeling. So what the hell am I supposed to know? But I'm talking about more of the drama on Twitter and the drama that was just going on kind of leading up to it. That was just a lot. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. Looks like a lot of Laker fans upset at Shaquille O'Neal. All right. That's what I think is going on. I didn't see any of it, so I'll have to go back and watch it, and go from there. All right, so, let's see, what else do I wanna talk about here? All right, did the actual game, talked a little about okay, this one's an interesting one. I'll get into this. I wanna get to this a little bit earlier. I don't know if you guys saw I don't know if you guys saw the, um Steve Kerr's comments coming into game 5 was they're flopping. And then there was a report from Chris Haynes that somebody within the Lakers, an anonymous person, anonymous, I don't know, it was player or someone within the organization said, well, they're only complaining because they're desperate. That's what you usually do when you don't have a solution. You start complaining publicly and see if that changes anything. Okay. So what ended up happening was the Lakers got the same amount of free throws as the Golden State Warriors. A lot of people were asking those questions post game. They were asking Darvin Ham, they asked LeBron. LeBron said, "We don't flop." He said, "My whole career, teams that I've been on, we don't flop." Darvin Ham, we're not trying to flop. We play the game within these lines, and we don't worry about anything else. There's some gamesmanship there, right? There's a little strategy there. There's definitely some strategy, I think, from both of these teams right now saying to themselves, we're trying to stay at the free throw line. And it's the other side saying, we're trying to make sure you stop calling those fouls. Could I tell you just in a nutshell? I don't mind both teams doing what they're doing because here's the reality. Lakers keep getting to the free throw line and they get there 15 or 20 more times than the Warriors in game 6. It's a wrap. Lakers going to win the series. And the Golden State Warriors probably know that, which is why they are pleading publicly to try to see if these referees blow that whistle a little bit less. The ultimate reality. This is a good point here from under the sun. Steve Kerr's learned from Phil Jackson on calling out the refs. Um, Here's a reality here. The reality is that the Lakers get to the free throw line more is because they're much more aggressive and they got to the free throw line more than any other team in the NBA. The Warriors don't get to the free throw line is because they don't go to the basket and they get to the free throw line the least amount in the NBA, at least of all the playoff teams. So, I mean, that also has something to do with it. That actually has a lot to do with it. So I will just say that. I want to talk about game 6 here in 2 seconds. Um, I want to kind of start previewing that game and what we could expect in game 6. But first off, I just want to say this. For all the Laker fans out there that there's a little bit of panic or there's a little bit of, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we lost. Oh my gosh, what happens if we lose game 6? Then we're gonna go lose game 7." All that. Everybody just kinda relax for a second. All you're asking for coming into this series where you don't have home court, can you steal home court? Lakers did that, okay? Can you hold home court? They've done it. They're 2 for 2 so far. By the way, count the Minnesota Timberwolves game, count the 3 games that they won, against the Memphis Grizzlies at Crypto, count the 2 games that they got against the Warriors. They're 6-0 so far at home. Can they lose game 6? Of course they can. Of course that can happen. But I'm gonna just go back to what I've said in the past, and this is something that I truly believe. I think what the Lakers are doing is more sustainable. Getting to the free throw line, having Anthony Davis dominate the way he has, these role players stepping up, Braun being able to pick and choose, not relying just solely on the 3-point line, playing defense. I think that's just a more sustainable strategy for the Lakers to get to 4 wins. They kinda have everything they need going into game 6. Do you have home court? You have home court. Let's hope Anthony Davis is healthy and he's fine. Of course, that's going to be everything. That's very critical. But it sounds like from some of these other people that were reporting that he is okay. So we'll wait and see what happens. But this is all that you were looking for. You were looking for. You get to go up against the defending NBA champs and you get an opportunity at home in front of 20,000 Laker fans. You're one game away from getting to the Western Conference semi or the Western Conference Finals. And you got to go through the champs. You got to go through a team that's going to give it absolutely everything that they got. But you've done what you've needed to do so far so you could be sitting at this at crypto to do it. I don't think the Lakers are in a bad position at all. I think they're in a good position. Um, and why do we need to think of, well, what if they lose game 6? Can they play game 6 first? Can we see what game 6 looks like? The last time the Lakers were in this position, they were against the Memphis Grizzlies. I know it's Memphis. They won that game by 40. They came out right out the gate. They had the energy. They did what they had to do, and they won that game. Um, let's see how game 6 plays out. And if Lakers, by the time you're halfway through that game and it's you're tied at 55, okay, then we got a game. If the Warriors take control of that game and they win game 6, all right, now it's a completely different conversation. But I I've got confidence in the way the Lakers have played so far this playoff run, and I like the matchup against the Golden State Warriors, and it's going to be up to the Golden State Warriors now to bring up their level. Memphis is in Golden State. You're right, they're not, Paul, but the Lakers have a lot of advantages also against the Golden State Warriors with the current roster that they have, and they've used it for 3 games out of these 5 so far. They got to do it one more time on Friday. One more time on Friday. Let's see what we got here. Intel Wild. Appreciate the super chat. We will win game 6, but if we were to lose game 6, we have 0 chance in game 7. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Bron's already won a game 7 in Golden State. I know a long time ago, and I do get the momentum, but you just gotta win one game. Anything can happen in one game. Just like anything can happen in game 6, anything can happen in game 7. But I'm gonna pump the brakes on a game 7 until game 6 is done. I cannot see us losing game 6. The crowd will be at a fever pitch. I'm so relaxed. I'm about to make us some breakfast at 11:50. Can I tell you something? Why is breakfast food so good at night? Why is that? I had eggs and sausage yesterday, last night. This is like at 9:30 at night. I'm getting the tortilla out. I'm getting some guacamole out. I'm putting avocado. Why is breakfast food so good at night? I didn't think we were going to that question, but it's a fair question. Fair question. All right, let's see what else we got here. Bargain shopper. Bargain shopper, by the way, just a constant here on the chat. Worst road record for a so-called champion. There's another one. Golden State Warriors have been really bad. Here's the only thing that I would say to that bargain shopper is they did win game 5 and 7 on the road against the Sacramento Kings. So that's the only thing that I'm gonna say. Um, cereal before bed hits different. Amen, bro. Amen, Tommy. It does. You know what I'm gonna do when I get home? I'm gonna have some cereal. Okay? I'm gonna have some cereal. Breakfast at night is this is just amazing. See what step your game up. Steak and eggs anytime. Okay, take it easy here. All right. Not all of us have that pocket like you do. You're having ribeye and eggs on a Wednesday night. Just slow down here. All right. Okay, this is good. We're gonna do this when we get the hell out of here. Don't forget the milk sleeve. Yes, Denver Sunstock. All right, Lake fans. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think Phoenix closes it out, or I think Denver closes it out tomorrow against the Phoenix Suns. I'm just not that high on Phoenix watching them play. I know, I know how great Devin Booker, KD. Get all that, but at the end of the day, the one thing that sticks out to me more than anything else is they just don't have any depth, and I feel like Denver actually has a real team. Let's say this: if it's Lakers Denver next round, let's say Lakers finish, Denver finishes. That's a real series. That's a real series. I believe that is definitely a real series. I think that's going to be a tough one. I think that's definitely going to be a tough one. Okay, here's the deal. Um, I got to get the hell out of here because I got a meeting tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m., which is not that early, but I still got to prep for tomorrow's show as well. And I got to go back on there. I got all that going on. Okay. So I appreciate you guys being a part of the show. I'm sorry that we did not get a chance to wrap it up tonight, but Friday, let's do Friday. Let's make it happen. Now I got everybody sending me what they eat for breakfast. Everybody's sending me what they eat for breakfast. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Get back with you guys on Friday. Post after the post. We'll do it again. If you have not, would appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Lake fans. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. We will get with you guys on Friday night. Thanks, Lake fans.